In the middle of the most covered period for the subject of steroids in wrestling in the last 15 years, ESPN covered the Sports Illustrated story which listed 10 WWE performers who received steroids and growth hormone packages from website Signature Pharmacy. The story here is that ESPN mysteriously included Dave Batista's name as one of the clients. Batista, at the time one of the top-tier draws for the company, wasn't listed in either of the two major investigations that came up in 2007. One was in March 2007 after raiding the files of the then-suspended Dr. David Wilbert from Phoenix, who had written 3,879 prescriptions for steroids and growth hormone in a 6-month period between November 2004 to April 2005. The list included 6 wrestlers in WWE and TNA. The second one was the case here, as WWE suspended 10 performers who ordered the packages online from the Signature Pharmacy in August 2007. The major question was why ESPN added Batista's name to their article when his name never came up in either investigation. Along with Batista, the other name mentioned on ESPN that wasn't a part of the official release was Chris Masters, leading to speculation that ESPN either got additional reports, or just irresponsibly threw out names they thought were logical based on the eye test. On August 23, 2007, WWE officially announced the suspension of 10 wrestlers but didn't name anyone specifically, leading to a situation where the biggest talking point and intrigue of the upcoming Raw, SmackDown and ECW shows was to see who is still promoted out of the rumored names, and who is written off. Batista's TV storylines continued as planned, with him reportedly furious at the baseless accusation at the TV taping in Cincinnati days later. The original ESPN article was released on August 30. Batista published his response 4 days later denying the allegations, saying that he was never a customer of Signature Pharmacy like the report suggested, along with considering taking legal action against the publication. According to company sources who had the complete list of clients, Dave Batista's name wasn't in any of the official government lists given to WWE, which is why the false ESPN report was dismissed. The company was in the middle of one of the most chaotic weeks in its history, along with the 10 suspensions, and all the rapid changes to the writing of the 3 weekly TV shows. 3 performers also quit the company with high-profile names like Booker T among them. Booker, whose name was also linked to the story, signed with TNA Wrestling 2 months later in November 2007. WWE announced the suspensions 3 days before the second biggest pay-per-view of the year in SummerSlam, with them waiting to get the show out of the way first before acting. Batista was in one of the promoted matches of the show in the world title match against the Great Khali. 4 weeks later at the Unforgiven pay-per-view, Batista won the title in a 3-way against Khali and Rey Mysterio. On the same show, Undertaker returned after a 5-month absence due to injury, with Batista winning the title as a start of the build-up to the eventual restart of the feud between 2 of the top main eventers in the company, leading to 2 more pay-per-view matches in October and November 2007. There was never a question about Batista's natural status, with him already being over 300 pounds before signing with the WWF in 2000. Batista's look and marketing potential guaranteed him opportunities, quickly becoming the top promoted performer in WWF's developmental territory, working angles on the local shows with top main roster performer like Kane, Big Show, Steve Austin etc. A problem that followed Batista's throughout his career, from OVW to the main roster, was injuries, mainly muscle tears, which can be attributed in part to steroid use, as the tendons often struggle to support the faster muscle gain in enhanced lifters. A consistent pattern of past eras of the industry was that usually after long-term injuries, wrestlers would return bigger than when they left, due to being off the road schedule, a pattern which was also the case with some of Batista's returns. Batista had one of the most impressive physiques in wrestling history, with him looking like a pro bodybuilder for most of his run. In late 2004 he started to catch fire with the teased breakup of Evolution, exploding in popularity and leading to him having one of the biggest drawing runs of the time until leaving in 2010. In the last decade, with a combination of an acting career and age, Batista lost noticeable amount of weight which helped him in casting for different roles in Hollywood.